Hi guys, I'm Dave in real life and welcome to today's... Oh wait, no, this is not an unmissable video. This is a missable video. Honestly, after last night's Smackdown, I couldn't do unmissable. Absolutely no. Because last night's Smackdown was completely missable. And yeah, probably one of the most awful SmackDown episodes we've seen in a long time. And there is an issue with this, and probably a reason why it was so poor is because I think WWE are just overbooking it a little bit. What I mean by overbooking is that the fact we've got two shows in a space of a week. Obviously, the focus at the minute, we saw this on Monday Night Raw as well, is that the focus is on Saturday night's main event, which, yeah, it's going to be a good show. But we have got a PLE next week, which is the Royal Rumble. And I feel like we've just concentrating so much on getting people to watch these shows that, yeah, I feel like SmackDown and even possibly Raw are being affected by this, especially SmackDown. Last night's SmackDown was, well, a lot of people are saying it was mid, not very exciting. Nothing really went down on the show. What was of note, which kind of made it hard for me to do a video, to be quite honest with you, because usually there's at least one talking point. And in fact, that we're talking, what I've seen on social media is that they're talking about a person walking in a background of Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa. Tama Tonga and Jacob Fatu when they were backstage. This is the talking point. It's the person walking in the background. I find that quite amazing. But yeah, like I said, the fact that SmackDown wasn't good last night is because obviously tonight, if you are watching this on Saturday, of course, Saturday night's main event is where they want you to watch. They weren't really that bothered about what was on the SmackDown show. Yeah, we got that. We will do SmackDown Hotel where we'll look at a few things that happened last night. Nothing significant as way of storyline, but just a few things that have been announced for future reference. But yeah, last night just it dragged 3 hours of SmackDown where there was just not a match that meant anything. I mean, they could have given you at least something. I feel like the contract signing should have been last night on SmackDown between Cody and Kevin Owens. In fact, Cody being on the show last night does not make much sense. He was just reiterating what we pretty much already know. It was a bit of a hype promo, nothing too engaging. Like I said, we could have just done the contract signing there and put an extra match on Saturday night's main event. To be honest, the show would have benefited the contract signing. If I'm being honest, it's something at least what would have filled a bit of time, because I feel that's the problem with last night's SmackDown is that they had too much time and didn't have much of way of filling it. So we got a lot of filler, a lot of nonsense, and yes, this certainly matches that we just did not need to see leading up to a Royal Rumble or Saturday night's main event for that matter. So yeah, all in all, last night's SmackDown just did not deliver at all. Please, for the love of God, we need to get this better. We need to sort out the roster because this transfer market business is starting to do my head in, because we just don't know who's going where or what's going to change. I mean, Damian Priest is now on SmackDown, I believe. The Miz is now on SmackDown with the Wyatt Six, which is kind of interesting. I'll keep your eye on that. But yeah, it's just too many moving parts. And I mean, just wrestlers moving. Let's just get it settled down. I don't think SmackDown needs to be 3 hours. I just don't think the roster's strong enough, or the stories on SmackDown are strong enough for 3 hours. I mean, we used to complain at Raw, struggling with the 3 hours, but at least now they seem to have got a nice direction. Certainly wrestlers that certainly fill that time in perfectly. So yeah, this is a little bit of a gripe, and the reason why that SmackDown didn't deliver at all last night is just because I think they just overbooked it. I think having Saturday night's main event the day after, and of course having having Royal Rumble next week, it's really had a knock-on effect on the show as well. So yeah, maybe they need to have a look at the pacing or spacing of their shows. Do one big show middle of the month, not so close to the PLE. But yeah, that's the gripe I feel that everyone's had, that just the quality was not there last night. So yeah, we are going to go to Smackdown Hotel.
Welcome to the Smackdown Hotel.
Yeah, Smackdown Hotel kind of open. Yeah, I think, like I just said in the opening bit, that SmackDown did get affected by Saturday night's main event, but there was a few things that did go down on SmackDown last night. One interesting thing is just have a look at Chelsea Green. This is the after effects after her match with Meechin and B-Fab. I mean, she took a battering. Quite literally, her lip is busted. She's got a couple of bruises. I mean, look, she looks pretty banged up, to be quite honest with you. And who says wrestling is fake? Please, someone tell Chelsea Green's face that it's fake. Because it goddamn looks real to me, goddamn it. But yeah, Chelsea Green picking up some major little incidences. Maybe it's just because B-Fab's not exactly had that in-ring experience. Maybe she's still a little bit green, to pardon the pun. But yeah, Chelsea Green took a little bit of too many knocks in the ring on SmackDown. We have got a match, though, which has been made for the Royal Rumble, which is literally a week away, which is amazing. We should be doing these earlier. I know WWE have been focused with Saturday night's main event, which I feel that's a problem. But yeah, we should have had this match made ages ago. I feel like making it a match a week before a PLE is poor, very poor. And we haven't got enough time to actually get excited for it. But I digress. It is DIY taking on Motor City Machine Guns, who beat Pretty Deadly last night on SmackDown, to no surprise. In a 2 out of 3 falls match. We haven't seen one of these in quite a while. In fact, I used to remember the Bret Hart, the Hart Foundation versus Demolition. That 2 out of 3 falls. It were a SummerSlam, I believe. It's just good times. Hopefully, we can get to that kind of level here. I mean, these are two pretty good teams. DIY knock it out of the park every time that they perform, and have done since NXT. Motor City Machine Guns do have a lot to prove. Hopefully, they're not too much of a one-trick pony. I do like Motor City Machine Guns, don't get me wrong. I do think they'll probably win this match, but we'll get to that in the predictions video later on in the week. But yeah, I'm excited for this. This is good to see tag team a wrestling match at a PLE, which we don't normally get. So I'm actually excited for this one. So yeah, I mean, we finally got 2 matches in between the Rumble matches, so that's pretty epic. But yeah, other than that, SmackDown just kind of breezed by. We had a lot of, like, obviously I talked about it earlier, the Damian Priest, Miz, swapping brands. I believe there's a couple of others that are switched over on last night's show. I think that Grayson Waller and Austin Theory have moved over to Raw, which, yeah, I mean, there's nothing significant there. Like, I mean, it is just padding out each show. But yeah, I feel like until this transfer window business is finished, we're going to have a little bit of a like a disruption on each show. It's going to look a bit disjointed. And yeah, we need to get it settled down and get some really good storylines. I mean, probably what could have been, actually, for the first time I'm ever going to say this, probably SmackDown last night needed the Wyatt Six just for something. Just for a little something for people to get excited over. I mean, they could have made an appearance. Maybe that was Uncle Howdy in the background with Tama Tonga and Jacob Fatu. Who knows? I mean, it did it highlight it enough for me to go, oh, that's definitely that. I mean, they normally do some flickering screens or a little bit more, I don't know, noticeable whenever they have chosen a target. So I don't believe that was anything. It might have been just, I don't know, somebody in an overcoat, which can happen, you know. People can wear overcoats and don't have to be anything significant. They just happen to be in the background. But anyway, yeah, like I say, let me know what you thought of Smackdown last night. And I can't give it a score because I haven't watched the full show, and I've been pretty much advised not to watch it. So it's getting a missable from me. So yeah, it's one to skip. Hopefully, Saturday night's main event delivers because of all the hype now and the fact that they've just let the SmackDown episode go to the wayside. It better deliver. Honestly, they better put on a flipping good show tonight. Anyway, I digress on that one. We will be back on Monday for Monday Night Raw. Watch out for a review of Saturday night's main event and see if it did deliver or not. Because, yeah, we will have a look at that and see if anything happens on that show whatsoever. Any significance. But yeah, we are building to the Royal Rumble, so hopefully Monday Night Raw steps up the heat and we can go start getting excited for WWE's first PLE of 2025 and their first on Netflix. So yeah, absolutely looking forward to that. Anyway, use the comment section below. Let me know what you thought of SmackDown last night. I've been Dave in real life. You guys have been awesome. Until the next time. Bye for now.